Allow me take this opportunity to welcome you back to this other session of ours. Today we are going to look at element of construct 3, or we are going to look at item 3, and our focus today we are going to look at how these questions are being asked, from where, and mainly which topic. So I kindly request you to subscribe for more videos. You can also comment, and you can write a question actually on the comment section, such that when I come back or when I'm doing another video, I can respond to what you are asking. Now today we are going to look at the topics mainly, but before I go to topics, allow me to tell you that when you are looking at element of construct 3, you need to appreciate how living organisms, or how characteristics of living organisms are transmitted within themselves through reproduction and manifested as these organisms grow. Then the major topics we need to understand here is the first topic you should be knowing before you attempt this item 3 is genetics and the genetic disorders, or you can generalize it and call it inheritance and variation. So you should be knowing genetics, the specific areas. For example, our main focus is going to be on crossings mainly for part A, because as I've been telling that section A has 3 compulsory items, but these items have 3 parts. Like part 1A, like for example, you're looking at item 3, it can be number 3 part A, which requires you to carry out crossings. Then number 3 part B, which requires you to identify now the challenges. They can give you a scenario and they say maybe a 15-year-old girl was having sex with different boys, then finally she got pregnant. You get? Then they can say identify the problem, or they can say explain the challenges that girl might have gone through. Then part 3 or part C, they can say how can you advise that girl. So expect that in almost all the papers you are going to meet. Now in genetics, we are going to focus on, I told you, crossings, but the major crossings we need is you have to know albinism. Yeah, if they talk about that somebody gave birth and maybe the child or the baby had the white hairs, you get, that is an indication that the crossing is about albinism. Then if they say that maybe the kagalo, actually the girl gave birth to a baby, but the baby is frequently falling sick. The word frequently falling sick takes you to sickle cell anemia. So you should master these things in order to excel in item 3. They can also give you something that the baby is maybe experiencing severe bleeding, and that is hemophilia, which is sex linked. They can also talk about color blindness and those other simple crossings in plants. Then from there, I said that number 3 part A, it can focus on genetics, those things we've been talking about. Then part B is where now these people can, or the examiners can now integrate reproduction, like reproduction in plants. If the question is about plants, they can bring reproduction in animals, part B, you get. So they can also say, they can actually bring part C, how to solve or to address now the challenges. So that was genetics, genetic crossing, genetic disorders. They are saying those are key topics. They can also bring about growth and development in man, insects life cycle, mitosis. They can also bring asexual reproduction in plants. They can also bring meiosis, variation, inheritance, selection, and the evolution. They can also bring reproduction in animals, like they can bring antenatal care, postnatal care, breastfeeding, teenage pregnancy, family planning, infertility, HIV, stroke, AIDS. We have other topic. Actually, we have very many areas like STDs or the STIs and etc. Actually, when we look at item 3 focuses on only those items have been given up there. If you follow what I'm telling you and you read accordingly, my dear, just know you are going to excel in biology, especially for senior 4. Then they are saying, note, this is also very important, that the scenarios and the tasks with okay, they are saying note, the scenarios and the tasks with the expected responses focuses on, they are saying, structures with their roles being well explained. As usual, more scores for the issues that affect the society and the economy. They can talk about identification of causes and symptoms of disorders or diseases. Then in 3, or the last bullet, the strategies to manage a disorder or solve the challenges. So allow me end here. I wish you the best. Please subscribe. Send your questions in the comment section such that when I come back next time, I'll be going through or I'll be giving you the feedback. I sign out.